So yeah, I had a baby. She did not tell me to go to labor and delivery. I want to cry. Just look how big she is. So yeah, I had a baby. I got to the hospital at like what time?
I dropped her off at 1:20.
At 1:20. And I had her at what time?
2:16.
2:16. She's 8 pounds. And I did not tear. Whew. I'm tired. Y'all, that's the fastest I've ever labored. Ever. Oh my gosh. I got to the hospital and she was here the next hour. We got to the hospital around 1 something and she came at like 2:16, 2:13. That's the fastest I've ever jumped up in labor. And this is the longest pregnancy. Today's my due date. I went 40 weeks. Hey guys. So, the cat's out the bag. I had a baby. Some of y'all suspected I was pregnant, and some of y'all were like, no, she's not pregnant. But yeah, I was pregnant. Okay, so this was a very different pregnancy. I went all the way to 40 weeks. She was born on her due date, which was 6/18. So she was born exactly on 40 weeks, like literally. I did not get induced. My body went to labor by itself. She came so fast. I was at home. I started having contractions around like maybe 12:30, 12:50. Got to the hospital around 1 something, and she was here at 2:16 or 2:13 a.m. So within an hour of me being at the hospital, she was out. She's super long, super chunky. She's so different from my other kids. Like, she has breastfeeding down. My milk came in. So this like pregnancy and this labor was just completely different from all of my other kids. I look a mess. Yes, I know. My husband forgot my bonnets. So I'm a little upset about that because I look crazy. I was supposed to do my hair, but yeah, that didn't work out because this little one decided to come. I was supposed to be induced on the 19th, so I thought I had more time because I didn't feel like I was going into labor at all. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna just do my hair tonight. Yeah, that definitely did not work. These afterbirth contractions hurt so bad, and that's the worst part. My labor was super painless. Yeah, but the afterbirth, and I did not tear. I was surprised I didn't tear. And the whole time, I was so scared of hemorrhage because they were like, the more births you have, the higher chance you have for hemorrhaging. So I was just so terrified when they were delivering my placenta and everything. I was just sitting there like, please don't let me hemorrhage. Please. Like, I was so scared, y'all. But I was fine. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. I know He had me. He had me covered. Sorry, I'm just having an afterbirth contraction. It hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. Now, the only thing I hated during my labor was when, it was time, like, so basically, I told the nurse, I'm like, I feel a lot of pressure in my booty cheek, and I feel like she's, like, low, like, about to come out, and I know my body. I've had natural deliveries, all vaginal, so I know my body. And when I got on the bed, like, I got on my side because I was not going to be on my back. I got on my side. She wanted to check my cervix, see how dilated I was. She was already coming out, and so the nurse made me so upset because I was screaming because she started grabbing my baby and basically, like, imagine you trying to push out a poop, but someone's pushing the poop back in your butt. That's what she was doing. Like, the baby was trying to come out, and she was literally, like, holding her, like trying to push her back in. I don't know why that's like if you're a nurse or works in labor delivery, I don't know why that's like an instinct for y'all to do, because with Israel the same thing happened. She was trying to push him back up, and the other nurse had to run in and tell her don't do that because she's gonna break his neck. So it's like I get you freaking out, but if the baby is sliding out, there's nothing you can do. If she's sliding on the bed, there's nothing you can do. Like, you cannot prevent a baby from coming out. You cannot push it back up. That is not a thing, and that's very dangerous. You can break, necks. You can break backs. Babies are very, fragile. And I screamed, and I told her to stop, and I kicked her arm because it was hurting. And I was so mad because I felt like I was robbed of my, natural delivery, because she was coming out perfectly fine. Like, it didn't hurt at all. She was coming out perfectly fine. I didn't even feel the ring of fire like I usually do. But imagine, like, your baby's coming out and somebody's hand is in your cervix. Like, her hand was all the way in my vagina while my baby's trying to slide out. And then she's like, no, stop, that's your baby, stop. Why do I think there's a stop button when women give birth? I don't know why I think there's like a button that we can turn off and be like, oh, you're not coming out. Like, that's not a thing. That just parted me so mad because that caused me to be super sore down there. So yeah, that's the only part that I hated of my labor was that part, trying to push my baby back up and her freaking out saying, no, that's your baby, stop, da-da-da. Girl, relax. Like, girl, relax, please. So yeah, labor was probably the fastest labor I've ever had with all of my kids, and the longest pregnancy that I've ever had with any of my kids. And yeah, that's my labor and delivery story. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I think I'm gonna try to go to sleep. She's been crying all day, and she's finally like at a standpoint where she is okay. So I think I can put her in a little bassinet. I hope she doesn't try to get back up. But yeah, a little placenta perm. And for the time being, her eyes are gray. I don't know if they'll change. All of my kids were born with brown eyes, but we shall see. Her eyes are gray, but I mean, again, baby's eye color change within like 6 months to a year, so we shall see. Anyway, bye guys. Oh my god, I look crazy. Y'all never seen me like this. Love you.